Good morning. Is everybody okay from yesterday? We've been sitting at home watching all the lives and getting more and more angry about how you all have been treated. Not sure what's true and what's not. So if anybody has any insight of what actually happened with the truckers and that everybody's okay, please let us know.
Good morning from Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, Prince Edward Island here. Just watching all this crap unfold. It's just so sad. So sad to be Canadian, but so proud to be Canadian at the same point because of all these wonderful, beautiful protesters and truckers.
I'll just say a quick good morning to you Ottawa Channel people. I probably won't be able to be on a whole lot this morning, but I'll be thinking of you guys. Stay strong and do what we got to do. Be there for everybody.
Good morning from Montreal. My husband's on ground zero. Stay positive, everyone. It's a hard time, but those protesters and the trucker and every one of us, now we're more aware of what's going on, and we can change the future. We cannot change the past, but we can change the future. So that's a big old line there.
Hold that line, boys. I know it's hard as hell, but hold that line. We're doing it.
Wow, what a great message.
Beekeeper?
Yeah, lots of action going on now. Lots of pushback with the police. So it looks like the weapon of choice for the police is pepper spray. So the guy in Canada shouts freedom, and then Trudeau sends in the police to pepper spray him. So Trudeau's pepper spraying the freedom. People shouting freedom in Canada. You can't get away with it.
Squashing freedom is what he's doing.
Copy that. You should watch this feed, Tire Roasters Garage, on YouTube. Tire Roasters Garage. He's pretty good. He's right in there. He's probably got the best close-up feed.
Usually Ottawa tried to get up close, but every time they did, their news feed would get scrambled. So they found that they got more frames the farther back they went, so they have to keep going back and forth to try and get it, because they're right directly in front of them on the other side of the crowd is that big military vehicle that's got that, what do they call, ultrasonic weapon thing on it, which is also scrambling the cell phones.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, well, I've been watching feeds. I got about 4 feeds on here. They've been running all. Well, actually, I'm watching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 feeds, and they're all looking pretty good. There may be the odd feed that gets scrambled because you have so many people running cameras there right now. But the police line is not that big. It's only like a couple of people strong. or like a width of 2 people along across Wellington. But the crowd is pretty huge out there, a huge crowd.
According to Newsly, he said that there was hundreds of police officers, which way outnumbered the protesters, at least where he is anyways.
Yeah, well, I've been saying this for years, that this is what they're trying to do, this tyrannical authoritarianism, and the way that the government's operating is they're trying to take away all our rights. They're trying to force us to do as they say. This is all wrong. This is 100% wrong. This is a democratic country, and yeah, all this escalation, democracy just went right out the window.
So the police are standing in their line, and the police are kicking the protesters. They're kicking them over and over. They're kicking the protesters.
As in kicking them, as in just lightly kicking them to irritate them to back up, or hauling off and really putting the boots?
Well, the protesters are holding a line, and the police are kicking them to get them to move. But of course they're standing right up to them, and they're pushing them and kicking and pushing and kicking. It's like at the end of the day, what's it going to accomplish? Okay, so you kicked a bunch of Canadians, you pepper sprayed a bunch of Canadians, but you didn't change their ideology. You didn't change them from thinking they want freedom. They still want freedom. Doesn't matter how much you beat up Canadians, they still want freedom.
Thing is trying to make them scared to death to fight for it.
It's like, listen to this. This guy's being pushed by the police. He's saying to the police, why are you guys pushing us? We can't go anywhere. There's just a wall of people. And the police are pushing against a wall of hundreds and hundreds of people. And the only reason that they're doing that is to hurt people, to harm people. Really, honestly. Why would you repeatedly push and kick people when they can't go anywhere?
Tactics.
Well, they're doing it because Trudeau told them to, that's why.
Most of these cops never thought that they'd have to go against their own people like this in their own country.
Yeah, but what kind of a cop goes against his own people, his own country, his own countrymen? Like, really? I don't know. You have to be a liberal, honestly. You have to have mindset of a liberal.
Somebody who likes to, commit aggression. So I've worked with a few of like security guards that were like that. They always love to look for that fight.
Copy that. Okay, well, they just poured a bunch of water in an older lady's eyes because she got pepper sprayed right in the face. There's an older gentleman, looks like he's about 60 years old. He got pepper sprayed. He said they're poking him, they're kicking him. Yeah, they're just going after anyone. It doesn't matter whether you're old, young, who you are. If you're there, they'll come for you. And really, these people, they're really just going out there to protest. In fact, these people that I can see, they don't even look like truckers. They look like they're people from Ottawa that just came out to protest that they wanted freedom. And they're getting beat up and pepper sprayed, kicked, abused. Ridiculous.
Noticed though in the live feed I watched today that somebody still had their kids down there. Like, my God, man, like, you're standing there staring down a police line and yet you got a 10-year-old kid with you. Like, I mean, those kids need to be out of there and far back from where those protesters are, like, really pushing and shoving. And this kid was just wandering around in the crowd.
Yeah, I know. I saw kids there yesterday. I don't know. I haven't seen kids there today. Honestly, I have not seen any, and I've been kind of looking. But anyone that is like close to where the police are adults. But yeah, there are lots of people there. Lots of people. You're talking thousands of people there, and not much of a police line. But the police are doing their job. They're told to push, so they're pushing the people. And I have no idea what the end game here is of pushing the people. What are you going to do? Just push them all around downtown?